Y'all, what's going on? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all, I just embarked on this Game of Thrones journey. I just finished episode 9 of the first season. Y'all, Game of Thrones fire. I don't know, I've been asleep for a long time. Only because, you know, initially when it first became popular, I'm like, y'all, I'm not really into the medieval type time stuff. I'm really not into that like that. I like dragons though. I always feel like dragons are super cool. So I always would watch the little scenes with the dragons on Lord of the Rings, but I never watched the Lord of the Rings movies, right? Wasn't my thing, right? But I knew this show had to be fire when you got rappers like Styles P and them watching it. When you got hood gangster rappers like Styles P and them watching the show, you know you onto something. You know you got something strong, because audiences of different social classes, you know, different ethnicities, different religions, all of that, I've watched this show and marvel at the dialogue, at the character development, at the action in the scene in the TV show. It's all immaculate. I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I'm not far in the show at all. Right now, man, my favorite character by far it's other people who I also like too. You know, I like Tyrion Lannister. I like Jon Snow for sure. I like Robb Stark. But y'all, that goddamn Ned Stark is a gangster. He just died, so they just killed him in this episode. Ned Stark was a gangster if I ain't never seen one. He had a line so cold. This the coldest lines uttered in the show thus far. And it's coming when you know, when they labeled Ned Stark, or Lord Eddard Stark. They've labeled him as a traitor. And they got him in the dungeon, and Lord Varys come down there and talking to him, trying to beg and plead for him to just say, listen, just recognize Joffrey as the king. Just claim, you know, admit what you've done, admit to treason, and they'll just send you to the wall with your bastard son. They keep calling him the bastard, but I mean, that's what he is. But yeah, they're going to send you to the wall with Jon Snow and everything. You just live out your days there. Your titles will be stripped and all will be done. You'll have your life, right? And what Ned Stark says to him in return, them lines so powerful. I done wrote the lines down. He told that man, you think my life is some precious thing to me, that I would trade my honor for a few more of what? He told him, you grew up with actors. You learned their craft and you learned it well. But I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago. What? I lost my damn mind when I heard that line. I was replaying it, rewinding it. I didn't record it and put it on social media. I didn't put it on Twitter, Facebook. God damn, the line's so cold. I say, yo, that's gangster. He say, I'm dropping my nuts, dog. I'm not bound to that little ass boy. Fuck his mama. Fuck everybody in their family. Fuck her brother that she like to freak on. You know what I'm saying? But she's a brother fucker for real. You know what I mean? Forget all the Lannisters, the whole line. I'm not bowing down, kneeling to none of them to just keep my life and have a life of nothing. Forget all of them. They tried to kill my son. I don't give a damn about none of them. I'm ready to die for this. It is what it is, Varys. You grew up being an actor. I'm for real with this shit. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding about this warrior stuff. I'm putting my life on the line all the time, my whole life. And that's the way it's going to be, man. Fuck it. And I said, wow. My man is going balls to the wall. He don't give a damn about this. Now, I didn't like at the end, you know, and I get it. Because everybody I was like, man, keep Ned true to his character. But I think he thought about his daughters and them seeing him getting executed. And they brought him in front of his daughter Sansa. And then he seen his daughter Arya in the crowd. And he got Baelor. Right? He see his daughter watching him. He say, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and acknowledge this and all of that. And that little punk ass little boy, you know, I can't stand Joffrey. Making the daughter look at the head on the stick, all that crazy. Hey, he got to go. I can't stand the little boy. I want to choke him out through the screen like Homer Simpson used to choke Bart. Grab him and shake him to death. I mean, shake him in the head. Like, I promise you I want to do that. Squeeze his throat. You know, but I'm like, man. I thought he was going to go up there and say, man, listen. The queen, she out there, she be, what's her name? What is her name? I forgot her name right now. What's the queen name? Damn, what's her name? I done forgot her name right there that quick. But anyway, I thought he was going to get up there and say, man, listen, the queen, she be freaking on her brother Jamie. And Joffrey, Jaime is your father. Not Robert Baratheon. Not him. Okay? So, hold on, what is her name? What is her name, man? Cersei. Yeah, you gonna say, look, Cersei is a brotherfucker. That is not Rob's son. That is Jaime's. All them kids is Jaime's because they got the gold hair. I would not serve them. They tried to kill my son. Y'all kill me right here. I'm not bowing to y'all. I want him to go out like that. I want him to say, I'm not pleading for my life. None of that. All y'all can be up in here and follow behind these people. These people ain't shit. I hate them all. Get my daughters up out of here. F everybody up in the Lannister family. All y'all can die and go to hell. That's what I really want him to say. I really want him to say that. You feel me? I want him to give the, you know, when Pac started off, hit him up. That's why FJB, you fat man. I wanted it to be not, he can't say those exact words, but I wanted it to be on the lines of that. You know, when he was, his final farewell, his, what do they call it? His last hurrah. I wanted it to be something like that. You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. But it like, Ned Stark, what a noble dude, man. He's such an honorable man, and people like, yo, his honor is what got him killed, because as I'm watching from this show, this is not a land of honor. The only, like, for real, from the Lannister family, is not, I mean, Tyrion seemed cool. Only thing Jaime did honorable is when he didn't want to, he snapped and beat up on his own man for stabbing Ned Stark in the leg instead of letting him finish Ned Stark in dueling, right? But this is a land full of snakes, backstabbers, all this. It just all this. Everybody is going behind each other's back. Everybody ratting on everybody else. Spies all across the land. Just a whole bunch of it's a land full of treason. And Ned tried to be an honorable man, and is no honor amongst the thieves in his land. And so my boy went out, man. But Ned went out like a gangster. That line he said, I gotta repeat the line. He telling you think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more of what? You grew up with actors. You learned that craft and you learned it well. I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago. What? Fuck, man, that shit is gospel. That you feel that in your soul. I'm like, man, when he said that, I stand up, I was hollering, let's go. We going, man, we ain't going out like that. They're going to have to come kill me. Forget all this. I ain't going out. I know what I know. I saw what I saw. You know what I mean? And, hey, they tried to kill my son. We ain't letting this ride, dog. I ain't with none of that shit, man. You know? And I'm glad Sansa, from what I see, is seeing that she realizing, hey, Joffrey's an asshole. This ain't the dude you supposed to be with. Making her look at her daddy's image, you know what I mean? And say, I'm going to take your brother head and I'm going to show you your brother head too. And she said, or my brother will bring me yours, your head. And I'm like, hell yeah, talk to him. You feel me? Don't get out of his damn trance. Get out of the trance of this damn yellow-haired boy. Hey, we ain't got time for that, man. You feel me? But I'm really feeling the show, man. But like I said, Ned Stark is an honorable dude. Only thing I don't like is that he don't check his wife Catelyn Tully from disrespecting his bastard son, Ned Stark. Hey, man, listen. You should, hey, that happened so long ago. Get over it now, baby. This boy big and grown. All that being mad shit, now cut all that out. He here to stay. This my boy. I brought my boy back home with me. That's honorable, man. Some people might leave the bastard, you know, with the mama. He's like, I'm bringing my boy back home with me. That's my son. It is what it is. You can leave me if you want to, baby, but I got to get my son. But he be letting her talk to him and treat him all type of ways. I'm like, man, hell no, man. I don't like that. Stop treating the boy wrong, man. The boy got love for his siblings, Arya, Bran, Rob, all of them, man. He loved them. You feel me? Don't all that she treating them all type of wrong. I'm like, Ned, check your broad, man. Check your wife. Your wife trash out here doing that. You feel me? Then his wife got him into some BS by kidnapping the Lannister brother without having the proper information, and she just heard this and heard that. You know, so it's just like, man, did shit, and then Ned took up for her. He said, I told her to do that. She got instruction from me to do that, knowing he didn't, because he didn't want her to get in trouble, to keep her safe. Like, yo, this dude, Ned is a gangster. He with all that, and he could have killed Jaime Lannister if dude didn't interfere. Jaime was a little nervous. He was a little scared because he like, oh shit, Ned a little swifty with this knife, a little more swifty than I ever thought. Rob's swifty with that knife too. When them people tried to get Bran up off that horse, and he got him up out of the way. I saw, yeah, this is my stuff right here, man. So I like this Game of Thrones show, man. I didn't did a lot of cussing up here because I'm so excited, man. But this show is dope, and I'm excited to see what else it has to bring, man. But rest in peace to Ned Stark. Long live Ned Stark, man. Eddard Stark. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace. Look, my son, you hear him in the background too. He like it too. I'm out. Peace.